My title is Sleeping Beauty. A long time ago, there lived a king and queen. They were unhappy because they had no children of their own. After many years, the queen gave birth to a baby princess. The king and queen loved the baby princess very much. They invited all the 7 beautiful fairies in their kingdom to the baby's christening. There was to be a special feast on the day of the christening. The king and queen ordered golden plates and golden chairs for the 7 lovely and kind fairies. Every seat was taken at the feast. Suddenly the door flew open. Standing there was an old fairy who lived on the edge of the kingdom. Everyone had forgotten about her. A place was hastily light, but there was no golden plate or golden chair for the old fairy. She had to make do with silver. She was not pleased. The first fairy gave the baby princess the gift of beauty. The second gave her happiness. She will sing like a nightingale, said the third fairy. The fourth fairy gave the baby princess the gift of kindness. The fifth gave her good thoughts. She will dance like a beautiful butterfly, said the sixth fairy. The old fairy pushed herself forward. When the princess is 16 years old, she will prick her finger on a spindle and die. She screamed and flew away. I can change this spell, said the seventh fairy. When the princess pricks her finger, she will not die. Instead, she will sleep for 100 years and then a prince will wake her. If there are no spindles, then the princess cannot prick her finger, said the king. He ordered all the spindles in his kingdom to be burnt that very day. The princess reached her 16th birthday. One day when she was out walking, she came to an old tower. The door was open. She went inside and climbed up the staircase. What are you doing? Asked the princess. I'm spinning, said the old woman. She was really the witch fairy who had put a curse on the princess long ago. When the princess touched the fairy spindle, she pricked her finger and fell to the floor in a deep sleep. The wicked fairy thought that the princess had died and flew away happily. The king and queen were heartbroken when they saw the princess lying on the floor in a deep sleep. The seventh fairy took pity on the king and queen. Everyone in the castle shall sleep until the princess wakes, said the seventh fairy. She waved her magic wand. Everyone in the castle fell into a deep sleep just like the princess. A great hedge of briars grew up round the castle to hide and protect it. Many tried to get through it, but as fast as the briars were cut, they grew back thicker than ever. 100 years passed. One day a prince came riding by. The woodcutter told the prince the story his father had told him about the princess and the magic spell. Many have tried to cut through the bias, said the woodcutter, but nobody has succeeded yet. The prince drew his sword. I will try, he said. The prince raised his sword before he could make one cut with it. The bias melted away as though by magic. Before long, he was standing at the castle gate. The prince could hardly believe his eyes. Everyone had fallen asleep in the middle of what they were doing. A cat had fallen asleep chasing a mouse. The prince went into the castle to look for the princess. Wherever he looked, there was someone asleep. At last he saw the princess asleep on her bed. The prince could not take his eyes from her face. She was very beautiful. He bent over the sleeping princess and kissed her gently. The princess opened her eyes, and everyone else opened their eyes and yawned, and they then got on with what they had been doing. It was as though they had never been asleep at all. The king and queen thanked the prince who had broken the old fairy spell. The handsome prince married the beautiful princess and they lived happily ever after. The end.